Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm serving up a bowl of crazy noodle soup. Destiny, I hope you see this. Destiny? Destiny? What Destiny do?
I ain't want to be messy, but this message. Let me stop. Yes, I am. This message is for Destiny. You had two little friends that just came in here. And you was out there sitting in the car. Let me tell you something. You need to drop them, and you need to drop that boy that you talking to because don't none of them like you. Okay?
Oh!
Let me tell you. So when they walked in, I asked them. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Da 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 da. Whatever. I'm like, oh, what y'all need? So we go over there toward the back, and they as they picking out the stuff, they were like, they bought three of them because you got one too. They were like, she should have brought her in here. So if she don't like this, then that's just her mother problem. She don't like to do nothing but smoke off of us any mother way. We should have left that at home. Oh. Oh. And you seen them over here standing next to the thing and they was laughing when they looked out? Let me tell you why they were laughing. When they got over here, the short light skinned one looked at the dark skinned one and she was like, you still DJ? She was like, yep. The light skinned one said, oh. And that girl just don't know. She's so stupid. And
Oh
she
my
said, and don't. And then they
gosh!
started laughing. And I looked out at you as you were sitting out there in the car. And they were standing right there laughing. So I need you to go ahead and drop those girls. And I need you to go ahead and drop DJ. Because we see all too much often how these motherfuckers, y'all be out with y'all people and y'all thinking that y'all friends. And then they end up murdering your so they end up doing some crazy to you. Just because. Okay? And mind you, them two girls were pretty as and from what I can see in the car, you were also just as pretty.
Ain't
Drop
that the
DJ,
problem though?
drop him, drop him, and drop them too. You're welcome.
Did anyone find Destiny? Did we find Destiny? Because I know how these things go. She's gonna see it. The algorithm be algorithming. I love how this group of people is just like blatantly sharing all of this gossip, all of their hatefulness toward Destiny with like an innocent bystander. Not a care in the world. Let's get one thing straight. If you saying some tea, you saying some nasty shit to like your hairdresser or a server or a shop attendant, we live in a day and age now where people are gonna take matters into their own hands. If I were Destiny, I would sure as want to know. You're doing the Lord's work here, Casey. Creator response. She sent me a DM last night. Y'all update coming later. I knew it. I knew we'd find Destiny. Okay, so wait. So are you in a vape shop? Is that what this place is? Yeah. Yeah, we vaping. Okay, I need to know what happened. I need to know.
So not only did I talk to Destiny last night, but we actually ended up on the fucking phone. And while we were on the phone, I took notes. I started, hey boo, I'm Destiny. I seen your video. I seen your video right after we left because I showed them a viral video you already had and we all laughed. She seen it. She didn't think it was her, but then she seen the comment video. I said, wait, how do I know that? What car were y'all in? Nissan, the light-skinned girl's car. The light-skinned girl was driving. Her name is Sade, and the dark-skinned girl is Jezebel. She said, I'll tell you what happened right after I listen to it, but I just don't want my pictures out or anything. She even changed her IV so I could screenshot it. So for further clarification, I'm like, okay, what color was the Nissan? She said, silver. I said, honestly, out of complete respect, I want to make sure that you're not them and you're actually her. Is there any way you can show me that? She sent me her number. So as we got on FaceTime, because I actually FaceTimed her, and I asked her to do a pano. She was like, oh, what is that? I felt a little old, but hey, that's another story. Anyway, she said to start it all off, it's funny how they said that she always trying to smoke from them when they used her card to pay for the vapes that they bought. And she bought the weed that they smoked that night. She said that DJ's real name is Dorian. Her and Dorian been on and off for the last 2 years. Dorian is from Stone Mountain, Georgia, but tell everybody that he's from East Atlanta. Dorian, the reason that they stopped with each other just recently is because Dorian got another pregnant. But what happened with that decided she wanted to terminate her own pregnancy, so she went out and got a whole bunch of drunk, whole bunch of this, whole bunch of that, and basically terminated her mother's pregnancy. She said she don't know for sure, but she thinking, knowing that Jezebel is DJ that it was Jezebel. Now on to the Sade. Sade and
Jezebel.
Destiny been friends since they were in 4th grade.
Wow.
Because her mom and Destiny's mom are basically best friends. And guess what? Guess what the extra mother kicker is?
Ooh, tell me, yeah.
Sade, her brother, and her mom got evicted from their house, and they stand in the house with Destiny and her family right now. Now this is for Sade. You grimy. You grimy. Because she also told me that you introduced her to DJ, and you called DJ your cousin, and you know that Jezebel is on DJ. That's up. You are foul as, and I hope she. She says she can't be too mad at Jezebel because her and Jezebel aren't friends. She can't be too mad at her, but knowing that Jezebel is around and she doing that, I hope she beat your to Jezebel.
Excuse me.
Excusez-moi.
Excuse-moi, sir. Sir, you have served us with some piping hot tea. Piping hot. Oh God, poor Destiny. But honestly, not poor Destiny. She sounds like she's got it under control. This is crazy! I'm sipping this noodle soup, this crazy noodle soup. It's tasty. The fact that Sade did this knowing she lives with Destiny, been friends with Destiny since they were 4 is insane. You can't really trust nobody. Sade! As a Char, we do not claim her. We do not claim this Char. Not the dark-skinned girl named is Jezebel. Jezebel. You're such a Jezebel, Jezebel. Unfortunate name. Unfortunate name. Not me being scared because my baby daddy's name is Dorian and goes by DJ. We don't talk often, though. There is no one safe. Nobody is safe. I love how we are all just so invested in this random person's tea. Because listen, we've all had somebody talk some behind our back, okay? We've all been there. And I'm just saying, like I've always said, don't throw stones when you be living in a glass house, okay? The final update.
We got another update, guys. And, of course, just like the last time, I took notes, but I ain't got my notebook, so I had to put it on the note
Sticky
card,
pad.
note sheets. So Destiny's mom confronted Sade about the video, period, right? She confronted her about the video. She basically told her, like, I'm gonna wait till your mama get back. Wait on that. I'm gonna wait till your mom get back so we can actually, like, have an actual conversation about this. But just to let you know, when she does come back on Friday, that's basically gonna be your last day here. Basically gonna be your last day here.
Yeah.
So where's Sade's mom right now? Sade's mom is in Detroit, Michigan. She's in Detroit, Michigan because their great uncle passed away. Yeah. I know. So all while this is going on, not Sade's mom, Destiny's mom cannot get in contact with Sade's mom at all. But Destiny said that she think that Sade and her mom actually had a conversation about it because she overheard Sade on the phone, and she said that she heard the voice say, "Go to your boyfriend's house until I get back." But here's another kicker: her and Sade and the boy that she been messing with, they barely been each other. So it's technically like she ain't really got nowhere to go for real, right? So the brother is basically like, Sade's brother is basically like, just tell her that you're sorry, like, just apologize for it. You know you said it, da-da-da-da-da. But Sade is insisting that what I said is nowhere near true. But Destiny said she knows that it's true, and this is how she knows that it's true. She knows that it's true because a while ago, she had asked Jezebel, did she know DJ? Just because, like, they were having a conversation about DJ, she had asked Jezebel, did she know DJ? Jezebel said that she didn't know DJ. But DJ texted Destiny about the video that I made. And when Destiny asked him, who sent it to you? He said, Jezebel. So that confirmed a whole nother suspicion for her. So Destiny decided to take it a step further. And she said, so Sade, is Jezebel the one that terminated her own pregnancy? Sade said, ask Jezebel. Don't that mean yes? So I'm like, okay.
Kind of.
Well, where are they now? Like, where are they now? Sade decided to take off in the car, and she's gone, and the brother is still downstairs in the basement, you know, because that's where they live. They live in Destiny and them's basement. So he's still down there in the basement. But they basically got into Friday to get about it now. So I'm like, okay, well, what about like the 4K, like all of that stuff like that? Well, DJ decided to delete his TikTok and his Instagram. Jezebel deleted all of her pictures from her Instagram because I guess they thought that I gave out all of the stuff, but I didn't give out anything. Also, the death threats that I was receiving, Destiny said that she thinks that it might have been them. And let me just tell y'all, if it was y'all live in Stone Mountain, I need y'all to go ahead and hop on 124, drive down the street, and as soon as you stop right there inside of downtown Snellville, just come on and walk through the door. Okay?
I'm sorry, but like all of us collectively, Potato Party, we're gonna need to go and back them up. We're gonna need to do that. So you guys get in your purses? I gotta finish the video first, but we're gonna go back them up. God, if only they had just kept their mouths shut. None of this would have happened. But no, you had to go into a store, buy some vapes and some weed and some rollies and complain and say some nasty about somebody. And then that person found out because you just had to talk about it. I hope you and Destiny form a friendship because you had her back. I love that you like don't even know Destiny and you are so loyal. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, we can be so loyal to somebody that we don't even know. I am loyal to Destiny. Destiny, if you see this, you need anything, you let me know. Well, that was some spicy soup that we just slurped. But we're not done yet. We are not done at all. Nowhere near.
Very important PSA, what not to do when coming to Barcelona. Okay, let me preface this. As we all know, I tell extremely long stories. I will try to keep it short and concise, but listen up, it's important. I'm already off to a bad start. Okay, quick background. Me and two of my girlfriends are in Barcelona. We're being smart. We have heard that pickpocketers are so bad here. We have our backs tight around us. We're not being silly. We're not leaving our bags out. We're not leaving our phones out. We're being smart. So we thought. So it's maybe around 12:30, close to 1. We're leaving the bar. We're going to head home. We're in a very well-lit, busy area. Everything is completely fine. Again, we're being smart. We're being alert. So we thought. My phone's dead, per usual, because that's just on brand for me. But my friend Jen pulls out her phone for 2 seconds to kind of look at the crossroads, figure out where we are, figure out where we can get to a main street to hail a cab. She didn't have her phone out for longer than 2 seconds before a man comes out of nowhere, runs up, yanks her phone, and runs off into the abyss. So a smart person would probably have just let it go. Jen takes off after the thief. I then take off after her and the thief. We leave poor Caitlin just stranded on the side of the road. Mind you, my outfit last night, I did not dress to fight crime, okay? So we're running through the alleyways, the pitch black alleyways of Barcelona. Jen's 6'1", mind you, so she's on their trail. I am doing my best to keep up behind him. All I can think to do is scream, I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you!
Attention, big
I'm
pocket!
sure they felt really threatened. Then, on the alleyways, there's all this trash and like dog poop in trash bags on the sides of the alleys. So I think I can't run as fast as them, so I'll just pick up the bags of trash and the bags of dog shit, and I'm just chucking it at them, left and right, picking up everything.
Oh my God.
Mind you, that didn't work. They didn't stop.
That would have been so good.
They go left, they go right. We get confused. So many onlookers just really didn't give a shit that we were fighting for our actual lives, screaming at the top of our lungs in the middle of the night in the dark alleyways of Barcelona. But to wrap this up, we were screaming in the middle of the alleyway. We lost the guys. We couldn't find them. We then remembered my phone was dead. We remembered we left poor Caitlin 75 alleys back. So we're just running around now screaming, Caitlin, can you hear us? Caitlin, come towards our voices. It was Marco Polo in the streets of Barcelona. So this lovely woman local woman, ends up opening up her balcony, and she's like, come up here, I'll help you. Jen and I are like, absolutely not, you're going to rob us too. Yeah. She ends up being an absolute saint, and we need to protect this woman at all costs. Her and her son, they take care of us. They charge my phone. We end up calling Caitlin. They call the police. All right, this story is already way too long. Long story short, actually long story still long. I'm going to figure out some way to tie my phone to my wrist, to my body. Do not take your phone out during the day, at night, at all. Don't even bring a purse. Lock all your inside your hotel or Airbnb. Also, important to note, if someone is robbing you, do not chase after them. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Don't pick up trash off the side of the street and chuck it at them either. Anything could have happened. But at the end of the day, Jen is safe. Caitlin and I both still have our phones. Jen still has her passport. We go home in a few days. Jen will get a new phone. It could have been so much worse. And we got Jen Taco Bell this morning, so she's gonna be okay.
God, when you were saying that you started picking up dog and throwing it, I was like, wow, that, please, for the love of God, please let the dog have hit the pickpocket. That would have honestly been the icing on the cake of such a great story. But yes, just FYI, if you're ever going to Barcelona, just be warned. The pickpockets in Barcelona are next level. Next level, my friends. I was in Barcelona with a group of friends a few years ago. We went out on New Year's Eve. I had just got this like cute little purse and we were out at this bar having a great time. And this guy starts talking to me and he's like super cute. I'm like, oh, like, this guy's kind of cute. Yeah. So he's chatting with me. And meanwhile, you know, I'm just kind of like holding, like my purse is over my shoulder and I'm like holding it like real tight, you know? Because I knew that the pickpocket situation, I had been in Europe for like a couple weeks already. So like I had been almost robbed like 4 times. So I've been holding my purse really nice and close. I turned around and I realized that there was somebody else watching me. And the guy that was talking to me was the diversion, while the other guy was gonna try to steal my purse. And then there was a moment where I saw them both and I knew, and instead of grabbing my purse, they went and they grabbed the chain, like this very expensive gold chain that my friend was wearing, straight off his neck and booked it. Like they just booked it. We had no idea where they went, not a freaking clue. And the only thing that made that evening better was we got churros on the way home. Some dulce de leche churros were the only thing that could have brightened that evening. These be organized, okay? I recognize her. She's from Love is Blind, isn't she? Oh, we love her. We love her a lot. Okay, here's an update. Here's a good little tip. I always use a phone leash when traveling or at festivals to attach it to my wrist or bag. 10 out of 10 worth the investment. Phone leash around your wrist. Kind of like, you know, when you put your leash for your dog around your wrist and like he tries to run off, but he can't because it's around your wrist. You got him. Attempted robbery in Barcelona at 3 a.m. I screamed very loud and frightened them away. Robbers dropped their money and we kept it. The robbed becomes the robber. Love that. I too got robbed in Barcelona. My passport, money, phone, life was in that bag. Jerks. But I still go back. It was a nice city. I mean, I'm not saying don't go to Barcelona. I'm just saying. Attenzione pickpocket.
So we are dealing with a scary situation in my apartment building right now, and I want to know what you guys would do. So my building has a free coffee machine, but you have to bring your own cup. And I'll typically utilize it every day, but not between the same hours at all. So because I live in a really big building, I don't even really run into my friends unless we like purposefully meet up. I maybe run into them every 1 to 3 months. But suddenly I noticed last week that I was running into the same frickin' guy every single time I was going to get my coffee in the morning. Now, I never get my coffee at the same time. I maybe get it between 8:30 a.m. and like 1 p.m. But I always vary my schedule as to not really get into a routine. But I was getting really annoyed because every single time I'd get my coffee, I'd be stuck there while it was being made, having to talk to this person. My building is a great community. We have like a big group chat. And so some of our numbers are in that group chat. The first week that I moved into this place, this guy took my number out of the group chat and asked me to hang out. I proceeded to block him. So now, as I'm having to get my coffee with him being there, he's like, hey, Shar, can't get a text back? I just kind of look at him So last Friday, I'm getting ready to go to my friend's birthday party. I didn't get coffee that day, but it's like 6 o'clock in the afternoon and I decide that I want to grab a cup while I'm getting ready to, start the evening's festivities. I go down the elevator and I can see that he's playing billiards or whatever, and he saw me exit the elevator. I'm just like, whatever, not really trying to say hi to him. We're not cool like that. So I go, I'm in there getting my coffee made, and suddenly I hear a voice, "Hey Shar, how's it going?" This guy followed me from the billiards room into the coffee machine room. I'm like, going to a friend's birthday party, trying to keep it as short as I possibly can with him. He says, "Do you want to hang out this weekend?" And I said, "No, I don't want to hang out this weekend." So circle back. So one of my friends had messaged me that some people were kind of talking about this dude and his weird interactions in a group chat earlier. So I knew that he was being weird. And so that gave me the strength to kind of be rude to him when he started to try to be more aggressive in his interactions with me. I said, "No, what in our communication would ever think to you that I would want to hang out with you?" I said, "The other women in the building are talking about you and how you've been creeping on the girls, and you need to stop." Luckily, there were like two larger, older guys there who like really looked like they could like rough somebody up. And so he kind of backed away, but he was just like, "Well, that's all relative." It didn't even click with him. I barely say 2 words to this guy. What in him would make him think that I ever wanted to hang out with him and that was like an appropriate thing to do? And he's been texting me when I've never responded, and I've had him blocked this entire time. What the hell? What do you even do with that? Anyway, so the whole thing kind of had me irritated, slightly shaken, because he seemed kind of off when he was trying to talk to me. So I called my friend and I told her that I had a weird situation with him, and she said, "Dude, he stalks us." She said he waits in the corridors and stuff for us so that he can like talk to us. So that's when it clicked for me, and I realized this guy knew that he could catch me at the coffee machine at some point in the morning. And he waited there every single day last week between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. And then on the one day that I don't show up, he still caught me getting coffee at 6 p.m., waiting with a coffee cup to look like he was getting coffee. Do you understand how psychotic that is?
Okay, so if this isn't a sign to get your own damn coffee machine, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
It's time to get that Nespresso. But actually, don't get Nespresso. Get like one of these little Italian, like the little ones you do in the stovetop. It's beautiful espresso. It's beautiful espresso. Get one of those, okay? They're like $30, if that, okay? It is not worth it. I understand you have free coffee in your building. I would move. Like, I would literally get out of here. No, you know what? You don't move. He needs to move. He needs to move away and leave people alone. The way I would order a coffee machine off of Amazon immediately and never try to be seen in any of the public spaces. Yeah, we taking the back way, babes. We going down the stairs, out the back. I like how this is the read. I will buy you a coffee maker. Come to think of it, I will buy you a coffee maker, bestie, okay? If you ever see this video, I will buy you a coffee maker so that you and your ladies can just get coffee in your apartment and you never have to see that guy. He has a camera somewhere. Oh. Or he could be just waiting around, he could be just waiting around. I don't know what's creepier, honestly. But wait, we have a part 2.
So I'm back with an update on my creepy coffee stalker in my building. Surprise!
Creepy coffee stalker.
It's so much worse than I thought. I'm definitely not the only one, and that this is a massive building-wide issue. So it turns out that more than 20 women in my building are having issues with this guy, and several have actually filed charges with the police. A brave girl brought her story to the building group chat, and it opened the gate of so many people, like men and women included, talking about their experiences with him and like what he's done in the building. So like 7 different people posted in the group chat different messages that he sent them, including ones that he sent even though he was blocked. So literally just a wall of text talking to himself. To one girl, he said, "Enough chit chat, let's." He also messaged a married woman on Instagram trying to continuously get her to hang out, and she kept saying, "Don't bother me, I'm not interested." This man has been yelled at several times, told firmly via text to stop. He has been physically removed from parties, but none of it phases him because the next day he pops up like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" and still tries to hang out with people. But I think the creepiest story was from a new girl in the building who just moved in with her brother. Since she just moved in, she wasn't in the group chat yet, so the creeper couldn't get her number. So somehow He found out what floor she was on, found out what apartment she was living in, and he went and knocked on her door. Luckily, she wasn't there, and her brother answered. He was like, hey, my name's Creeper. Can I get so-and-so's number? And her brother was like, dude, you need to leave. Of course, she doesn't want to give you her number. And they were able to file some charges. Not that anything's been done yet. But he's gone to several women's apartments and knocked on their doors, and several women have been physically assaulted by him. So everyone's trying to band together right now in order to keep, everyone safe. And everyone's emailing the leasing office their reports and their different stories. So we're just kind of waiting for a resolution at this point. But this guy is so creepy, y'all. Like, the vibes are off. The vibes are really, really off, and I'm concerned.
What do you even do in that kind of situation? Like, have him forcibly removed? Like, kick him out? Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
The way I would avoid that confrontation like the plague, but still. Why does he still get to live there? Good point. Good point. My thing is, like, how does he know how to get to the coffee machine before you so that he could then make his coffee? Like, he has to either be waiting there all day. How are you not aware that you are not wanted somewhere, sir? How are you not aware? Did someone fall for it? Because I feel like that's what happened. Someone gave you the peanut, and then you're like, wow, that's a way I can get the peanut. Let's continue on this charade. You guys gotta do something about that, because if you don't, it's just gonna get worse. I just have a bad feeling about this. I like how most people's responses is,
Just make your own coffee.
why is he running around the hallways harassing people? We can't even go and get our coffee.
Okay.
You guys need a lawyer? I got a good one. I help you out. Why doesn't it sink into guys like this? Honestly, he's just probably so unbelievably delulu that he just doesn't get it. Imagine having that man's confidence, Most of us, when we get rejected, we just hide in a hole. We get depressed. We get very sad and down on ourselves. Not this guy. This guy just doesn't take no for an answer. All right, that was some spicy hot soup for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe.